You guys remember this thing? It has been 5 months since the last video I posted on this bike, and over 275,000 of you legends watched this thing come back together. This was my good friend Levi's RM125, and I promised him one final ride on it after I got it fixed and before it moves on to a new owner. Well, Levi is coming back to town to enjoy some camping and ripping with the homies, and I am finally going to reunite him with the Suzuki RM125 two-stroke as promised. Let's get out to Pipestone.
Shannon at Hungry Horse was like, yo, I'm gonna sign this rock Fender Boys, and they were like, oh, there's Fender Boys.
Like, wait, we got something with that.
Yeah.
So this was the very first Fender.
This is the OG Fender. I feel like this is a leadership retreat. You gotta like let all the air out of your lungs and then try and yell.
Ah!
It's nice to see you, Odie. Dobby is a free elf. Master has given Dobby clothes.
Anything to get a shout out.
And this took us far too long, but here you are, my friend, Mr. Firestarter.
Oh, thanks, boy.
Yes, sir.
Thanks, dude.
Got your kit.
Let's go.
The OG Fender girl.
Thank you.
You're welcome. He looks so good. Stoke the fire. Get us prepped for our shoot here.
Makeup.
Fan it like you mean it, Monty.
I got one good shoulder.
Well, Levi, good morning.
Good morning, brother.
Welcome back to Pipestone. We've missed you around here.
Good to be back.
Do you happen to know how long it's been since the day you blew that thing up?
Day before, it had to have been like April 27th.
28th, I think.
28th,
I was looking
okay,
at footage
okay.
last night.
So
So
a
it's
little-
been a year and a week
Damn.
since the last time you swung a leg over that
So like
thing properly.
370 some days.
Pretty crazy.
Okay, yeah.
Walk us through quick bullet points, everything that's gone on since trying to get that thing ready for Horse Creek to now.
Yeah, so started to get it ready for Horse Creek. 3-4 weeks later, tore my Achilles riding with Mo Money. Was having a super killer day, and yeah, freak accident on that, Tomac myself. You kept grinding on the RM because you still wanted to get it done. It was like, just get it done at that point. Yeah, so I ended up having surgery, and then Shay and I got married in June. It was like just rapid fire at that point because we moved up to Columbia Falls so I could start the MSU nursing program. Haven't been able to ride much, but you worked away on the RM to get it running, and then you posted the issue, and I was like, I was trying to guess what it was because you wouldn't tell me, and that's literally the freaking last thing I would have guessed was the damn
Unbelievable.
shifter. Yeah.
Hey, I don't know if I ever told you also, someone left a comment in the first video of us working on it that was like, hey, make sure the shifter's not hitting the case.
Oh.
And I
damn.
even replied to him. I went out in the garage and I looked at it and I was like, nope, it's not hitting the cover there. So I replied, I was like, nope, not the issue. But I've seen shifters hit the ignition cover.
Yeah.
Never actually the case.
Yeah.
So he was right all along. He left a comment. He's like, bro, I told you so. I was like, oh my God.
Well, shout out to that dude.
Made for a great YouTube video though. So if I were to offer up the RM, would you come to Horse Creek?
Agent, financial advisor.
Financial advisor.
You'd have to work for it a little bit.
When is Horse Creek?
Last weekend of May.
If she's considering it,
Sheesh.
I would do it. Yeah.
And then you'd have to drive all the way back to Kalispell after getting your ass kicked.
Dude, you know that thing would just be screaming by you. You'd hear it coming.
That was actually my next question. You think you still have it in you to spank the boys on the 125?
I don't know, to be honest. It's been a minute.
Yeah.
I hope so. I hope it's like muscle memory. Matt Dixon told me everything is just muscle memory. You don't lose the speed. You just got to get back into riding shape. So you boys are fast, so we'll see. But it's a borrowed bike, so.
Hey, I think the most ashamed I've ever been in a race is you coming by me at the GP on your 125 and you just do a no-footer and then give me one of these looking right behind you as you rail by me. I was like, you could have passed me, but did it have to be like that?
Again, it was all in such good fun.
I know, but it hurt a little.
I know it did, because I came up to give you your 2 hits and you were not happy. And I was like, oh shit, I messed up.
No, it was good. I need that. I need that sometimes. You got to get humbled, you know?
Yeah.
You just don't know it's going to be by your friend on a clapped out 125. That was a good race. I puked after like 2 of the motos.
Yeah, I remember that. You were freaking hacking along, yeah.
What is it you love so much about riding this clapped out old 125?
Because it's clapped out and you can just literally, I mean, just ring it out and it just handles the abuse. Like, it's literally an O2. Like, for the most part, they're pretty bulletproof.
Yeah.
So, for the most part, knock on wood, yeah, it's like you can just wring the piss out of it, and it has 6 gears that just want to be shifted through and just ridden. Yeah.
They all shift.
Okay,
She shifts like butter.
Let's go.
Anything you'd like to say about your wrenching skills in the last video? Or anything you'd like to clarify for the people, let them know. I know you're a little upset with me.
Yeah, well, no, it was all in good fun. I know it was. Yes, my wrenching skills are not always up to par. I don't mind working on dirt bikes, but when it takes much longer than expected, I hate it. I put the RM back together as quickly as I possibly could. But yes, I did forget to put the rings on. I did.
We are lucky it didn't shift, because it would have blown up really quickly.
Yeah.
Without the head gasket.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it was the head gasket.
Yeah.
So cheers to you on that.
Yes, sir.
Yes, I am subpar wrenching skills. I'll always have somebody double check my work.
You know the rules of borrowing a bike, right?
Right, like I stole it.
What else? You told me this one.
Break it, you fix it, you wreck it, you buy it.
All right.
Yep.
Be careful with my bike this weekend.
Yeah, that's fair. Wait, you bought it for... I know the price you bought it for. It's depreciated value a little bit since... No, I'm just
I don't
kidding.
want you to be careful with
Yeah.
it. I don't want you to ride
good.
this thing like it's still yours.
Still got the freshy rear tire on it, too.
You have one piece of life advice for the kids out there watching?
It's a big question.
In your 31 years, what have you learned?
Seriously, like, shit happens. Like, even obviously when you're not expecting it, like big, little, everything happens, but like you have to have good people around you to get through those times. Like for me personally, it's been the loss of, you know, a father-in-law and a mother, but then also like personal injuries too. Like you go through some shit, as you know, with injuries, like it gets to your head pretty fast where it's like, damn, do I even swing a leg over a bike again? In like the last 8 years of being out in Montana and like finding, I would say our next family is all of you guys, you know, it's like our moto community that we have. It's like, I think the biggest piece of advice is just like truly surround yourself with good people and people that enjoy your hobbies, but then also just people that like support you and know what it takes for you to be happy, because there are people out there that'll freaking drag you down and drag you down and drag you down. And it's like, you don't have to be around and be by those people. You know, it's like life is truly very short, which I know is cliche, but it's like we can literally decide who we spend time with, what we do. And it's like, if that's not making you happy, then, you know, it's hard to make some of those decisions, but like you can very quickly make those decisions to improve, you know, who you are and your quality of life. And I don't know.
Change is possible. Change
is very possible. Yeah. Yep. And I mean, I think you know that very well too. It's like you were doing, you know, your computer design stuff, your coding stuff, and then you're like, you know what if I do this on my own? And it's like, I know that you've always been a big advocate of, if you don't like something, you know, you can change it. And so yeah, I think all in all, I know that was pretty long-winded, but it's like we can make choices in our life that make it better or worse. And, you know, I've definitely had some rough streaks in my life, but I know now with the second family we've built, it's like, you guys are my brothers. There are so many people that I know that Shay and I could rely on or would extend whatever would be needed. And I'm like, will be forever grateful for that.
Well said.
Yeah. Yeah.
I suppose let's reunite you with the old girl for one last rip, huh?
Let's do it.
Cheers, buddy.
Cheers, brother. Thanks for everything.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate it. Still got the horse on there, too.
Yeah, I know.
Let's go. Get that shorty singing.
was the first ride back on the old girl.
Yeah, it was good. It was real good.
Thing is sick. 200 v 200 today. After ripping the RM125, Levi and I decided it was time to take our 200s out for a rip. His 2006 KDX 200, which belonged to Shay's father Chip before he passed away, and my 2006 KTM 200 I've been building for Silver Kings. We rode a little hard enduro, and that ride is featured in episode 10 of the KTM 200 series, which will be linked on screen and down below once it goes live. We concluded the day enjoying a beautiful evening at Pipestone, excited to do it all again the next day. Can I get a yup? Yup, good buddy! Day 2. What bike you riding today?
Riding the RMzilla.
Oh, milking that one more ride, huh?
We still got some time.
That's right. We love to see it.
Let's get it.
Dude, so freaking good to see you back on the RM.
Dude, thanks for letting me rip it.
Of course, dude. This is still your bike. You know that.
This bike is dope.
At no point have I felt like this is mine. I'm like, yep, just waiting for Levi to ride his RM again.
You know, kids talk about the modern 125s, but the old trusty steed just always gets the job done.
And thus, the story of this old RM125 comes to a close, at least for now. It's always special getting together with Levi and Shay, and these couple days out at Pipestone were much needed and much appreciated. And while I hate to admit it, Levi can still spank the boys on that old, clapped out 125 that has left this entire squad with so many fond memories.